Do you feel like you've stopped in time, as if nothing in your life is evolving anymore? What if I told you that the greater danger is not failure, but complacency? Thomas Edison, one of the greatest inventors in history, once said a harsh but true phrase, "Show me a satisfied man, and I will show you a failure." At first glance, it may seem strange. After all, everyone says we should seek satisfaction, right? But Edison saw beyond that. For him, the danger wasn't in celebrating achievements, but in getting too comfortable with them. Because those who settle stop growing. Those who believe they've already arrived where they needed to be stop moving forward. And that is the real failure. Not mistakes, not errors, but stagnation. Complete satisfaction kills the search, kills curiosity, kills the desire to achieve. It's as if the flame that keeps human beings moving simply goes out. And have you ever asked yourself if you're not living like that? How many times have you looked at your life and realized you were repeating the same days, the same routines, without feeling any progress? How many times have you settled for less just because it seemed easier than fighting for more? Is that really happiness? Or just conformity? Life only has meaning in movement. To stagnate is the same as giving up. Edison knew this because his own journey was marked by restlessness. He was never satisfied with what he had already created. He was always seeking more, always believing there was still something new to discover. It was that dissatisfaction that led him to register over 1,000 patents and change the course of humanity. Now, think with me. Could it be that you're confusing gratitude with complacency? Being grateful is recognizing what you have today, but settling means stopping the pursuit of what you could have tomorrow. You can be thankful for the life you have without giving up on the life you can still build. Many people stop because they believe they've already done enough. Others stop because they believe they'll never achieve more. But in both cases, the result is the same: stagnation. And do you know what happens to what stops moving? Over time, it loses strength, loses value, loses life. The world changes every day. Technology, opportunities, ways of living. Everything is in constant transformation. And what about you? Are you changing too? Or are you stuck in the same place, waiting for life to happen? Maybe you think, but I've already achieved enough. I'm satisfied. But could that satisfaction be nothing more than disguised fear? Fear of taking risks, fear of trying something new, fear of failing. And what if that enough you've reached is only a small part of what you could really achieve? How many ideas have you set aside because you believed you didn't need more? How many dreams have you buried because you thought what you had was already good enough? And what if life still has something much greater reserved for you, but you don't notice because you've grown too comfortable with the present? Dissatisfaction, when well directed, is fuel. It's what keeps the mind open, what keeps the heart restless, what keeps human beings moving. Edison didn't see limits. He saw possibilities. And that vision was born precisely from his refusal to settle. So let me ask you, are you living or just existing? Are you growing or just repeating the same days? Are you moving forward or are you stagnant, watching life pass by? The great truth is that success is not a destination, it's a journey. You don't reach a point where you can say, "That's enough," and simply stop. Because the world doesn't stop. Life doesn't stop. If you stop, you fall behind. And this doesn't mean living dissatisfied with everything. It means understanding that there will always be something new to learn, something new to achieve, something new to experience, and that true failure is not trying and failing, but giving up on trying. Have you noticed how the most inspiring people in the world never stopped? Nelson Mandela, after leaving prison, could have chosen to rest, but he kept fighting. Leonardo da Vinci, even in his final years, was still pursuing new studies and experiments. Edison, until the end, was still thinking of new inventions. They never settled, and that's exactly what made them unforgettable. Now look at yourself. How many years have you let slip by on autopilot? How many times have you said, "One day I'll change," but never did? Isn't it time to awaken that restlessness inside you? Maybe you think, "But I don't know where to start." What if I told you that you don't need big steps right now? You just need to decide that you won't stop. You just need to take the next step, no matter how small. Movement in itself is already victory. Don't let complete satisfaction imprison you. Be grateful, yes, but never complacent, because life only has meaning when it is growing. When you look back and realize you've evolved, advanced, become more than you were yesterday. So I ask you, will you choose comfort or growth? Will you settle for little or dare to dream higher? Will you live stagnant or allow yourself to be in constant motion? The choice is yours. But remember what Edison said: "A man who is too satisfied has already become a failure." And you were not born to fail. You were born to grow, to learn, to create, and to achieve. And before we finish, share this audio with a friend and subscribe to our channel. Here you'll always find reflections to help you in your daily life. See you next time.